What do you guys think? You guys think this guy has ever metal detected a day in his life? Maybe. I honestly think he's just a prop. But I have metal detected a day in my life, so let's break into this bad boy, shall we? Got a little bit of a treat for you guys today. Honestly, the Nokta Simplex, the original Simplex, is kind of where metal detecting started for me. I did have 2 Garrett machines before I got the Simplex, but for my YouTube channel especially, I started it all off with the Nokta Simplex Plus. What I got for you guys today, this machine right here is one of the new generations of the Nokta Simplex. This one is called the Simplex Lite, and I want to show you why I decided to get this one over the other ones. I was kind of looking at these metal detectors and I wasn't really sure that I even wanted one of the new generations. Honestly, because the Simplex Plus has treated me pretty good over the years. But this one comes in at below 200 doll hairs, and I kind of want to show you guys specifically why I chose this Simplex Lite, besides of course the price. Let me show you. Got a couple little accessories in here. Here's the charging cord. We got the arm cuff. What else do we have? We've got the user manual. We don't really need that. Let's see what else we got in here. It's hiding from us. It's hiding from us. Let's break in there. She don't want to come out. There's one. Oh, there's 2. She's loose. She's loose. Now, I have not charged this machine up. I'm very much hoping that it's already charged. Otherwise, we're going to have to make a trip home. This little basketball court that I'm at right now, I would really like to say that it's kind of been pounded over the last few years with a couple different metal detectors. So I figured this would be kind of a good spot to start off this little adventure with the Simplex Lite. Basically, if we can find any signals over here that the other metal detectors either didn't pick up on, or maybe we just missed them realistically, I'd say that's a pretty good sign for the old little Simplex Lite. So without any further ado, let's get this baby out of here. We're gonna need the coil bolt, that's for sure. And I think we're also gonna need the arm cuff. And I think that should be pretty much it. Maybe before we jump into the actual machine, we will take a quick look at this, but let's at least assemble the machine real quick. Pretty simple, pretty simple. Right here. Swoop. She fits. It's a little tight. Right here on this little coil bolt, you're gonna have these 2 little rubber washers right here. What you're gonna wanna do with these bad boys is right here on the lower shaft, pop them in right there. Right about here. And then throw your coil over it. Okay, now this coil right here, this reminds me more of the LG24 coil, which comes on the Legend, as compared to the SP24 that comes on the original Simplex Plus. So I kind of like this coil right here. It's very lightweight, it's very thin. The old twist up, very common amongst most metal detectors. All right, we should have the wire all secured. Next step is going to be this little arm cuff right here. Now, you don't have to put this on, but I suggest it. All right, so the machine should be pretty much all set up and ready to go. I really hope that they ship these babies at least halfway charged up. So before we jump right into the metal detecting, let's just take like a quick look at this little instruction manual here. I know for sure this machine is going to be super simple. It is, they came out with 3 different versions of the new generation Simplex. The first is the Lite, which is the one I got. Oh, and I wanted to show you why I actually chose the Lite, and that's because it comes stock with a 9x5 elliptical coil. For under 200 bucks, you can get a metal detector that comes stock with the little park shooting coil, which that had me sold right there. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of like big coils. I don't really hunt for deep targets. I'm mostly kind of hunting those surface perk drops, so I'm curious to see how this machine's gonna treat us. Take a quick look. assembly, introduction, display, battery info. Let's kind of just take a look at the some of the basic settings here. Assembly, we got that all taken care of. Correct use, correct way of sweeping. Make sure your coil is pretty nice and level to the ground. You don't want to bring up your coil at the end of the sweep. Alright, so real quick, this is really the only instructions we'll be taking a look at, and that's the search modes right here. So the Simplex Ultra comes with, it seems like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different search modes. Looks like it comes with maybe a couple different tone options here. The BT looks a little bit simpler. Looks like it's got field, park 1, park 2, beach. And then the Simplex Lite, I think, is the most simple of the three. And it's just got field, park, beach, and all metal. But in most cases, that's pretty much all I need. So let's get into it, hey? I ain't even start swinging the coil yet, and I'm already sweating out here in Florida. Hold them down. Oh, she's powering on. Powered right up instantly. No sound or anything, huh? I hope my speaker's working. Usually that Simplex, when it first powers up, it'll give you a boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It's kind of got a pretty nice recovery speed on it, it seems like. It's smacking it out pretty good. But the target ID is a 96. But it sounds small. It's kind of got me nervous. This is my first target with the Simplex Lite, gonna be iron. Let's see, hopefully it's like a quarter. I would think maybe reading that high, it might be. I think it is. We've acquired a quarter, man. First signal with the Simplex Lite, that's what I'm talking about. So this one, obviously, it would just probably wasn't swung over or is a more recent drop. But yeah, let's put in the test for a little bit over here by this basketball court right here. I was actually going to start it off in the playground over on the other side of the park, but the guys are over there mowing the lawn today, so we'll do the best we can over here. I think there's another one in there. Yeah, listen to I really do like that recovery speed, but I'm not sure that you can change it on this machine, so I might have to you know, look around in the settings a little bit more. I know with the Simplex Plus, I don't think you could change the recovery speed, but you could change the search mode, and that changed the recovery speed a little bit more. So 69, let's check it out. This one, maybe another coin next to that first one. What do you guys think? It's exactly what it was. On the old generation of Simplex, for me, pennies used to come up at around, I think, like 68, 67. So 69 on a zinc penny. I was getting 95 on that quarter. I think Simplex Plus was originally giving me maybe like 90. This little guy right here. Can you guys see the target ID? It's reading very low in the 20s. I would think probably the 20 range would be similar again to the other Simplex generation, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be maybe like aluminum foil or possibly the little gold earring. That's what we're always hoping for. Is that it? I think that's it right on top. I don't know what it is. It's a little circular piece of metal right there. I am not too sure. All right, let's keep it realistic out here. I very much doubt that we're gonna find the gold doubloon on our first hunt, but if you're not out there searching, you don't have the chance. There's another nice high squeaker right there. What do you guys think so far of the tones? Let me cycle through the tone sets real quick. This is in park mode right here. Let's cycle over to field mode. You know, the squeaky duck tone, I personally kind of like it, but I think metal detectors and metal detector tones do come down a lot to preference, you know what I mean? So field mode, pretty good. I'm thinking already field mode might have a slightly lower recovery speed because the tone seems a little bit more elongated. It's like a longer tone. Well, I like that actually. Here's beach mode. Actually sounds pretty dang good in beach mode too. I like it. How about all metal mode? All right, so apparently it has 3 different tone sets. All metal mode's kind of funky. Probably not going to be used too much in like your modern park areas, but all right, so for the time being, since we are hunting a park, we'll probably just stick to Park 1 mode. I got like 2 little signals over here. Sounds like both of them are probably just going to be pennies, to be honest with you. Not 100% sure, but let's pop a little plug on this one. See what we're working with. Right up towards the top. I think most of these over here are probably going to be kind of shallow, so I guess something we could get into a little bit later is pushing the depth a little bit on this machine. I know because it comes with a smaller coil already, it's not going to have like quite as much depth as you're used to with, you know, stock 11-inch round, but for park shooting, like I mentioned, in most cases, for me at least, like when you're looking for rings and jewelry and coins at the park, they're pretty much going to be like close to the top. So that one is just a crusted penny. Pretty good accuracy there. So far the target IDs seem decently stable. There's another signal right here. This one is very low on the scale. It's reading a 19. But if you guys have used the Simplex in the past, you know that those low range numbers could possibly be like a little bit of gold. Possibly something interesting. So let's pop this one out real quick, see what it is. Kind of interested how this machine actually hits on aluminum foil too. There it is right there. All right, there's an aluminum seal. We're on the right track. Finding all the things we pretty much usually do with other metal detectors. So 65, turn on it, 65, just solid as ever. I kind of like it. What do you guys think? Give me your first impressions of this machine. I know that we haven't used it for more than 20 minutes, but what do you guys think? And also, maybe if any of you guys out there have already used this machine, what do you think about it? You know, how did it work where you are, in your soil, maybe in your hunting conditions? Because I'm not sure how this machine's going to do in, say, iron, or not really sure how it's going to do with when it comes to depth, like getting the deeper objects. But usually when you're running a slightly smaller coil like this, you're not necessarily looking to go super deep, so I don't think that's going to matter too much. But you know, we at least want to be able to get a ring like maybe 4 or 5 inches under the ground. All right, here's something right on the top that is probably a pretty good, important thing to know. Like, it's not always about how does a machine react to a good target, it's how does it react to a common target or like a trash target. And right here I got something. Swinging over it, it is giving me kind of a high tone, but I'm also seeing in there negatives. And this works the same with a lot of machines that I have. If you back up on the signal a little bit, it'll start to give you a little bit more of that iron tone. So right here I have a bottle cap right on the surface. Right there, it's reading 0.4. It's giving me a little bit of a high squeak on it, but it's very, very crackly. So I think you can probably learn the tones of a bottle cap. But we're gonna have to keep that one in mind. This one's kind of bouncing around a little bit. 22, 47. Okay. It's got me interested. Right towards the top. No? Yo, I think I just got some jewelry, dude. No way. No freaking way. We just got our first jewelry already with the Simplex, baby. Oh, yeah. Yo. That's gotta be a blinger, right? That's gotta be a blinger, right? That's what I'm talking about, baby. I mean, any machine that I own probably would have hit this, but it's a good sign that the Simplex hit on this thing. It's like a little, what do they call this? A crucifix? It's a Jesus on the cross. It's actually got like a little bit of some gemstones in there too. One right here, one right there. Do I see a marking on it? It's got a little bit of weight. Try to get you guys a close-up real quick. It is blazing hot down here in Florida, man. I'm already glistening. I woke up at 7:45 to try to get down to the park before people showed up. The original spot I was gonna hunt over by the playground, the guys with the lawnmower were mowing the lawn, so I couldn't even get over there. Check this out, dude. Success! Success! You guys probably cannot see very good through there, but a little crucifix, man. That's what I'm talking about. I'm probably gonna guess junk jewelry because I don't immediately see like any markings or anything on it, but I don't know for sure. I really don't. So let's add that one to the pouch and keep on going, baby. Let's see actually how it reads now that it's out of the hole. I'm wondering if it was that bouncy because just the shape of it, it is like in an odd shape right here. So like I've said this before with other metal detectors too, good targets are not always consistent targets, you know? Shapes can vary like the target ID range on a machine. So let's just throw this right on top. Right about there, seems good. Hit it with perk mode again. 31, 30, 26. It's a little bit bouncy, but it hits it hitting on it pretty good, you know? I would hope so, considering it's right on top of the ground. But first piece of jewelry, dude. Yes. Success. All right. Wait a second. 62 right next to it. 62, probably too good to be true. Let's check it out. Literally right next to that too. Is it a penny masking the signal? Could be. Come on, baby. Give me more of the jewelry. It was too. Look at that. A crested zinc penny that nobody wanted. Somebody, even I had probably swung over that before, and I might have just gotten the penny signal on it, you know? All right, crusted penny. Copper penny? I'm thinking. I'm hoping for a silver ring, but let's be realistic. There it is. So it was indeed a copper penny. Nothing too old. It's a 1973. Nice. So what I think I'm gonna do right now is I hear the lawnmower guys coming this way, so I'm gonna try to head over to the playground and see if there's any kitties left on the playground, or if any kitties have showed up to the playground yet. I think school is back in session right now, so we might get lucky. We might get lucky. We made it. It is 9 a.m. now, so I've been hanging out at the park now for about an hour. Probably 15-20 minutes was spent just unboxing this thing, so let's see real quick. The thing about playgrounds is realistically, you could find something good in them, but the problem is like, it's a hit or miss. I mean, I guess everywhere is kind of a hit or miss, but especially playgrounds. You have to hit them before someone else gets to them. And obviously somebody has to lose something out here to begin with, so let's see. My goal is to be able to pull at least one coin out of here. I think this is probably small foil. Yep. So it hit on an extremely small piece of aluminum foil. Pretty good sign, pretty good sign. Oh, one thing I do like about this new version of Simplex over the old is, check this out. You turn on your pinpointer and your freaking Simplex is actually calm. I know with the old generation of Simplex on some pinpointers, I think they ran maybe the same frequency. There's a 34 right there. I think I see it. I think I see it. Pull tab. Yeah, I think, I don't remember exactly what kilohertz the old Simplex was running. Maybe it was like 12. But I know especially every time I would turn on my Garrett pinpointer, you would have to hit the mute button on the Simplex because the Simplex would just go crazy. That might be a quarter, 90, 91. I think that other quarter I was getting in the dirt that is a quarter. I was getting a 95, I think, on that first quarter I got. We acquired our goal. We got a quarter in the playground, man. I like it. Another something right here. 77, 60. There it is. Nickel. That can't be right. That's a 1964 nickel right there, though. I like it. Is that it? I think there might be another one. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. A nickel and a dime spill right there. It's kind of making the target ID go a little bit crazy, but coin spills usually always do that. Another one. Nice. I see a couple actually right here. A dime and a chenny. Okay. Another 90 right here. Oh yeah. Paying off the Simplex in no time, man. Another quarter right there. I like it. Now I haven't hit this playground in probably like realistically a month, so get under there a little bit. Okay, okay. So far, so good. One thing I like about this machine is it seems like it's very reactive, you know? Another 90 right there. Oh, we're getting rich out here. Quarters for days, baby. Quarters for days. I mean, that's kind of a good sign. We might be able to find some junk jewelry or something out here. Usually if you're finding coins, you know, it's at least a good sign. If there was anybody out here with the metal detector, they would definitely be digging up the quarter signals. Without a doubt. So there was one I caught right next to the iron post there. Hear that? Definitely a difference there. It's just a 68, so zinky probably. Yep. Stinking zinking. Add them to the pouch. Let's get up. Let's keep swinging. Realistic swing here. Huh? See if we can get another one. I always like to check, obviously, in any of the hot spots. So anywhere where there's actually playground equipment. But also, like, if there's any benches. There's another one right here. 89.90. I like it. I don't know how many quarters that is. This one's actually even under the mulch a little bit. Been hiding in there for just a little while. Got a little bit of green essence to him. That's a 60 too. Or 65, I think, yeah. 1965 quarter. There's an iron signal. Okay, that's probably the closest I've come to jewelry in the playground. It's a little like key ring. I was reading iron though, so I guess it's iron. Looks copper. Alright, I'm not sure what this is, but a little kitty did just show up in the smaller playground, so I might have to hurry up with this playground. They might want to get over here in a minute. Try to get like one more signal in here, and then we'll hop to another spot. Not sure what that piece of mystery metal was. There's one in here. In the tight quarters, 69. Slightly deeper. There it is. I mean, we're plucking out the pennies. It's gonna take quite a few of those to pay off the machine, but pennies add up, man. Pennies add up. All right, let's go hop to maybe like a slightly grassy area. The playgrounds are pretty like easy for most metal detectors, but once you get into the grass, I think it gets a little bit more challenging. There's a lot more like trash and stuff, you know, that you kind of have to sift through. Alrighty then, let's see what we're working with. All right, I'm heading over towards some picnic tables right now, which, whew, picnic tables sometimes are the ultimate test for a machine. How well does a machine do in trash? Well, the picnic tables will decide. Quite a few little pieces of iron through here. Aluminum foil galore. There's the golden stuff, the golden foil. There's a nice one right there. Bouncing up to 90. We always like that. Thing popped right out of the sand. Nice. Another old George. Nice to see you, George. What else we got? I'm liking it, man. I mean, there's a 30. It's just, for me, like, it's price to performance in a lot of cases, and like this thing is doing pretty dang good for its first, you know, its first attempt out here. There's just a pull tab. Sure, it's not like magically pulling all the gold and silver, but just on the basic like trash targets and iron so far. Like there's a 4, that one is some iron. Look, but right here, there's some more iron over here. It's not giving me any falsing or anything, but then you swing right here, got a nice obvious signal, you know, 90. I think we all know what that's gonna be. Another one, dude. Coming out with a good amount of quarters today. I like it a lot. Now we're really in like a patch of where people like congregate heavily. There is another pull tab. I'm sweating on my camera so much I somehow have locked exposure, so little piece of some golden foil right on top. Okay. A little bit of iron there. All right, so this one might be foil, but it's running a little bit higher. It's gonna be like a 25, 27. 25, 26, 27. It's got me a little bit interested, you know? I like though with this machine, it seems so far that the target IDs are pretty accurate, so you can get like a good guess on what it's gonna be under there before you dig it up. Let's see. Something right there. Oh yeah. Now we're into it, man. How many of these things have I found with the Simplex Plus? A countless amount. So that's a good sign this thing's hitting on it too. It's a little lighter flint wheel right there. You know what that's from? Some junk. Kind of an interesting tone over here. 23, 24, but it sounds pretty solid. Sounds maybe a little bit bigger than like a very small piece of foil. Could be one of those foil seals or something. But it sounds decent, so try to dig it out. Okay. That one actually was a nickel right there, so what was it reading in the hole? Like 22? Out of the hole, it's kind of like 31, 32, so that was a slight inconsistent target ID, I think. Let me make sure there's nothing else in there with it. Always gotta check back over the hole. Yeah, I think there was something in there with it. Possibly a piece of aluminum foil bringing down the signal a little bit. I think that's exactly what happened. Little piece of foil. Yep. Right there next to it was kind of dragging the signal down a little bit, so not perfect, but pretty good still. I've been skipping up a couple of these like small 19s. I know in the past from using the Simplex Plus that, you know, those really, there's one right on top too. Oh, I thought that was a nickel. Piece of a can. You know, those really low numbers, they can be gold, but when you're hunting in a sea of aluminum foil, is it worth digging up every piece of aluminum foil for the chance at gold? Sometimes I say yes. But today, there's a pretty strong 60 right here. Right here is a very challenging area to hunt, right next to a pavilion, man. This is like one of the trashiest spots possible at a park. Absolutely trashed over here usually. People love throwing their aluminum foil down on the ground. It's like tradition at the pavilions. This one's probably like 6 inches. Little squeaker there. Squeaker. Oh, the mother of all pull tabs. That's what I've been looking for today. We can go home happy. I finally found it. The mother of all pull tabs. So a real quick test here. I'm in kind of like a patch of iron. I'm still over by the pavilion area, but I just kind of want to show you guys how this machine is reacting in like some general iron. So at the moment, I'm not getting a lot of like squeaks and crackle and pop from the iron. That's from the rebar and the cement over there. But most of this iron is just sounding like iron, you know? It's not giving me any high squeaks that I have to stop for. It's sounding pretty good. And look, there's like kind of a squeaker coming through. Let's try to dig that one up, huh? I think it might be slightly masked by iron. Let's try it. 56, 52. Seems a little bit deeper, you know, 5 inches probably. Think it's out. Oh yes, just what I like to see. All right, on to the wrap up, everybody. Real quick before you head out, what do you guys think? First impressions of the little Simplex Lite here. If you guys like the video, of course, hook it up with a thumbs up for me. I always sincerely appreciate it. For real though, give me like your honest opinions. You don't have to hold back. If you think it looked like crap, you know, let me know. If you think it looked absolutely awesome, let me know. And also, you know, if you don't really have an opinion on it, you can let me know that too. So let's get out our haul for the day. Decent amount of coins, actually, not too bad. Got a couple little interesting bits and bobs as well. We got us a couple bottle caps, a couple assorted pieces of like aluminum pull tabs. Basically what I find with any other machine I use. It doesn't matter if I'm using the Equinox, the Legend. This is basically how my haul looks at the end of the day, you know, no matter what machine I'm using. Sometimes better, sometimes worse, but right here for sure by far is the best find of the day. I still don't think that it's gonna be silver or anything, but I don't really know for sure. I haven't looked that good on it, you know. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a buck and quarters. 1, 2, 3. $1.75 and quarters. Here is a couple dimes right here. 2 dimes and a nickel. That's $2. So we probably got like $2 and change. You know, a couple bits and bobs too. So like I mentioned, if you guys enjoyed the video, if you want to see some more like it, be sure to stick around the channel. Hook the video up with a thumbs up for me, hey? Definitely going to be bringing this little bad boy out here again soon, because I think really this is going to be one of those machines. It's going to be one of those bang for the buck machines. This one I like a lot because it comes stock with the small coil, but anyways, we're going to have to get out there, use it some more, see how it holds up. This was just the first hunt, you know, but for the first hunt, I think she did pretty good, so appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Hope to see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.